Hello, sir. A very good evening.
Hi Varun. Hi Varun. Good evening.
I have made you the presenter as discussed yesterday, so it
Yes,
shouldn't be a
yes.
problem.
Yes, yes.
Very good evening, all. I hope my voice is audible. We'll start in 2 minutes. 8-5 will be starting star. Very good evening, all. I welcome you all to the day two of Excel, the ultimate workshop. I hope my voice is audible and my camera is visible to all. I'm visible to all. Just quickly give me a thumbs up so that we can get started. Yeah, great. Done. So we have almost 61 participants with us. Uh, So, chalo, let us get started. Done. So let me just give you a quick recap what we have discussed in our last class. Firstly, we discussed about the presentations, what we had, why we use Excel, why is it important, what are the useful features are there in Excel, and differently how actually we do start working on Excel now. Uh, Now, today we will be going to the next part as per our agenda. We'll be learning how do we use Excel, how we actually work on Excel. So we are having a part of yesterday's agenda and today's agenda. So we'll be probably covering it completely now in upcoming 1 hour 50 minutes. So in 1 hour 50 minutes we'll be discussing that. So uh, correct. So let me just wait a moment. I'm just sharing my screen. Once again. Sorry. Yes. So let me just quickly share my screen. It will be 2 hours till 10:5. Mostly by 10 we will be ending our session. So I hope my screen is visible to all. Let us get started. What all things we are having, what all things we are going to cover up as per the agenda, whatever you have got, uh, whatever agenda we are having scheduled, we'll be going as per the agenda. Now, so let us get started. Done. So yesterday we have discussed about this particularly about this screen. So here you can see this top line is a title bar. These are known as tabs. This is known as quick access toolbar. Here we have search option in the title bar. Here you have the file name. You can see I've saved the file name as RAC Utkarsh. So here you are able to see I'm able to see RAC Utkarsh as a file name. These are known as tabs, home tab, draw tab, page layout tab. All these tabs, these are the different types of tabs available. In under that we are having these ribbons. Each ribbon has its own group. Okay, the each ribbon has its own group. And then you can see this is a name box, this is a formula bar. So as we have discussed it already, I'm not going in that detail, uh, the detail how we went in the last class. So yep. So here you can see we are having here this A, B, C, D, E, and here we are having 1, 2, 3. As discussed, A, B, C, D represents alphabets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 represent rows. I hope it is very clear. Now, today's session we'll be learning we'll be learning how do we do color formatting, how do we use font? How do we use alignment? How do we use numbers? This is the thing what we are going to quickly cover up in the meeting. So let us get started. I have opened, I'm having a file. Let me just,
No,
uh, anything, Sarah?
no. It was by mistake.
Done. So let us get started with today's part of Excel. What are the things we are going to take it up and what are the things we are going to cover up. So today we will be going with the we'll be understanding formatting. I'm just writing it quickly. We'll be understanding formatting. We'll be understanding how to insert a row or a column, how to insert a row or a column. Then we can see next we'll be learning uh, basic formatting. We'll be learning alignments. Alignments. We'll be learning more about number group. We are learning more about learner group. Then we are having mostly the conditional formatting. One of it I like the most in this Excel is conditional formatting because it gets updated automatically with the data and whatever we are having here. So we'll see what are the benefits, what are its uh, types, what all things, and mainly we'll be learning, as mentioned, some useful Excel formulas. You can say like important as well. I can say like important. So this is also the part what we are going to learn. Some useful Excel formulas which are very important if you wanted to know foundational level or beginner level of Excel. These are very common formulas what we are going to use all the times and across various software available in the market. So let me just quickly get through it now. So this is day 2. Here you can see, and we have learned how do we add a color. So I'm just writing, I'm writing here Excel. Now, quickly tell me how do I give a color? For example, day 1 I have given a purple color. Tell me how do I give a red color to this particular sheet? Quickly in the chat box. Quickly everyone, quickly in the chat box. Quickly in the chat box. How do I apply red color to the Excel sheet? This one. You can see this, right? I'm talking about this one. How do I apply red color to this particular option? We have discussed yesterday. Oh, okay, right click. Right click directly we are having the color red. Right click, we need to click option called as tab color. Okay, please be very careful. We need to click the option called as tab color. Once we click on correct. Right click tab color. Once we right click on this and we click on tab color, I'll be able to add red color. Now you are now tell me why is the color faded and why is this color dark? Here you can see day one purple is dark and Excel in red is faded. Why is it quickly? Quickly everyone. There's not much. Be active, hyperactive so that session will be much more interactive and we'll be able to cover it up all the things what are required. How does it distinguish with other one? Okay, your answer is correct. I'm not saying that is it wrong. Select the sheet, their color, there will be color option. Acha. How it is distinguishing? I mean, what is it actually doing here? Chandana, what is it actually doing here? Answer is correct. Oh, correct. Shaded because it is in use. Okay, correct. That sheet is selected. Absolutely correct answers, people. You are going well with this. Now, see here, we are having uh, formatting, how to insert a row, how to alignments, number group, conditional form. Now, if you see, if I'm clicking on day one, you can see the purple color is been faded and red color again it is back dark in nature. So as you all people mentioned, whenever we are using a file, that color sheet will be faded and the file which we are not using, it will be dark in nature. So this way we'll be able to differentiate it. Lakshmi Sahasra. You can type that out in the chat box. We'll take it up in the end of the session. You can type it in the chat box. Well, so now we can see I'm going here. So now let us learn the very first thing, how to insert a row or a column. Now tell me, rows are represented with, quick answer for this. Rows are represented with, quick answer everyone, what is it? Rows are represented with. Quickly everyone. Okay, rows are true. Is it true everyone? Absolutely correct. Now, next question. Columns are represented with, you can reply to the Q&A box as well. Comment, you can add a comment or you can see. Okay. Anything is fine. Alphabet. Correct, correct, correct. Yep, you people are very active and you people know the answers. Um, Now, let us see one more thing here. Let us see one more thing. Now, tell me, do anyone know how do we select a column? How do we select a column? Select a column in the sense entire column. How do we select a column? Tell me. How do we select a column? Quickly, everyone. Click and drag. Acha, drag. Okay, you are telling like select and drag. I see. This is only a part of a column. I want it should be selected in this way. You can see if I go to the last row as well. Here you can see the selection is there. So that is what I want here. You can see here. I want this way. I want you people, if you know the shortcut, you can let me know quickly. Control K. Control K. It is not. It is used for hyperlinks, my dear friend. Okay, next, click. One of it, click on the alphabet. Here you can see if I'm clicking on the alphabet, you are able to see entire column is getting selected. You can see on the screen. I'm just scrolling down. You can see that entire column is being getting selected. Absolutely correct answer. Now, how do I select a row? How do I select a row? See, selection means not this much. Selecting from the very beginning to the very ending till here. You can see the selection here. That is how the selection looks. Now tell me, how do I select a row? Click on number. Now click on number. One of your friend is mentioning like Mohit is selling control down arrow. Mohit, if you see, if I'm writing 1, 2, 3 here, control down arrow, that's what you have mentioned, right? Okay. Here you can see if I'm pressing holding control and down arrow, you can see if I am having some data in between, it is stopping there. And control, it is not control down arrow, control shift down arrow. To select, to go, control down, to select and go down, control shift. So just see here. Here, if I am pressing control shift down arrow, it is still stucking in behind, stucking in somewhere, but it should be getting selected for the entire column. Here you can see I am pressing control and space bar. Here you are able to see entire column is being getting selected. Now, let me tell you the shortcut keys quickly. Let me tell you the shortcut keys quickly. To select a column, one as mentioned, click on alphabet, alphabet, or or shortcut key. See, the more you learn shortcut keys, it will much benefited for you people only. You can see to select a column, click on alphabet, I mean any alphabet, or you can see control and space. If you click control space, the entire column gets selected. Control and space. Now, quickly tell me for number. We know click on number. Do not say click on number. I know you people know that click on number is the answer. Click on number we already know. I want you people to tell about. Uh, Tell me the quick correct answer. What should I click here? Tell me the correct answer, everyone. Click on number. Okay, not that one. If I want to select a row, this is the shortcut key. Shortcut key. This is a shortcut key. This is a shortcut key. Now tell me what is it for row. Tell me what it can be for a row. For here you can see it is control and space bar. Whenever I hold control and click space bar, entire column is getting selected. What it can be for a row. What it can be for a row. Alt tab is to move in different worksheets. It's not alt tab. Correct. Shift and space bar. Absolutely correct answer. It is shift and space. Okay, please make a note of it. Shift and space. You can see shift and space. For example, if I want to select multiple, now if I want to select a row, uh, let me just quickly discuss people. If I want to select a row, here you can see I'm just holding a bit. I'll zoom out a bit as well. So whatever we are discussing, it should be visible on the screen. Now, if I want to select this 1, 2, 3 rows? What if I want to select these 3 rows? What I'll do, I'll select. So now to select a cell, this is green color box, you know, it is known as a cell. And green, I mean, this all are known as cells, whatever we are having. You are able to see one outer line, right? This particular line, green color line. This is known as active cell. What it is known as? It is known as an active cell. Let me just quickly show you for you people. It is known as a, this particular box is known as an active cell. You can see whenever you are getting a highlight, it is known as an active cell. Here, whatever I'm selecting, selected cell is known as active cell. All are cells in Excel, but the selected cell is known as active cell. Now, if I want to select these 3 rows, I mean, if I want to select, first we need to know how do we select cells. So to select multiple cells, if I'm going down arrow, I'm going moving to the next cell, down cell, up cell, or something like that. But if you see, if I click hold shift button and click on down arrow, you'll be able to see I'm able to select multiple cells at once. Holding shift button down arrow, holding shift button up arrow will help you to select multiple cells at once. Now, sir, ये तो ठीक है. What if I want to select entire row at once? What if I want to select entire row? Now tell me what is the shortcut key for row? Shortcut key for selecting a row? Shortcut key for selecting a row quickly, everyone. Shortcut key for a row. Correct. It's a shift and space bar. You can see if I'm clicking on shift and space, you're able to see I will able to select two rows at once. What I'm able to do? Two rows at once. That is the key benefit of using this. Now, if I'm selecting shift and right arrow, so I'm into two columns. You can see it is highlighted semi. F and G is highlighted a bit that you are working in F cell, also you are working in G cell. Now, if you see, what is the shortcut key to select a column? What is the shortcut key to select a column? Quickly, everyone. Check selecting shortcut key for a column. Absolutely correct answer, people. Control and space bar. What is it? Control and space bar. Now, I hope we are clear with this. Now, let me take up to another data. See what I'm doing. I'm going down a bit. So I'm writing here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here you can see one more thing what we are learning here. It is now if I want to add a column before 3, if I want to add a column before 3, column means what? A C column. I mean, do not consider with the C. I want a new empty column beside left hand side of C column, left hand side of 3 column. How do we add? Any idea? Anyone? Any idea? How do we add a empty column towards left side of the 3? Quickly, everyone. Any idea? Anyone? So here you can see first I need to go on wherever, whichever number, whichever data. Before that, wherever I do want this particularly, I'll go there. I'll right click. Okay, just see on the scale. I'll right click. Here you are able to see there is option called as insert. There is option called as insert. I'll simply click on insert. You can see I'm able to add a column. Here you can see everything has been gapped. Earlier this key it was there here. It every a column I have shifted, so entire data has been moved towards right hand side. Now see here 3. Now let me just write it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just trying to make you understand. Let me just add some numbers here. Now, what if I want to add a row above 1? Add a row above 1. I'll right click on the number. I'll click on insert. Right click on the number. I'll click on insert. Right click on the number. I'll click on insert. Next you can see here. Okay. Next you can see here. Right click on the number. Insert. Now if I want to add a column, right click on the name. Insert. Right click. Insert. You can see a column has been added. A row has been added in between. What if you want to delete? Whichever column you want to delete, you select the, you right click on the column heading, click on delete. You want to delete the row, right click on the row number, click on delete. Clear till here, everyone? Shall we keep it a long way, or shall you people want the shortcut to add a row and a column? There are two ways of shortcuts. What do we have? Tell me quickly, shortcut, or if you want to learn shortcut, quickly type shortcut in the chat box. Quickly type in the chat box as shortcut if you want to learn the shortcut. Quick, only one. We have 79 people. I mean, we have 79 participants here. I want active participation so that something, see, for a trainer, nothing more than the audience, it is important. If the audience is active, trainer can tell you many more things. I am here for your service. So I want a basic thing. I want your active, you, I mean, you want to, I want you people to be active so that continuous learning will be there in between. Only 10 people have messaged shortcut, shortcut. Other people, other 80, other 70, 68 people, don't you want the shortcuts? Quickly, you can type in the chat box shortcut, shortcut done. Now, see here, there are very good shortcut. We can see. I'll tell you the very easiest shortcut. What do we have? You can make a note of it. If I want to add a column, I'll press Alt. I mean, for example, I want to add a column before this. For example, let me take a number. I'm writing here Varun. I want to add a column before Varun. I mean, I want to add a complete column. Simple thing. I'll select any one of the cell here. I mean, in this particular column, I'll select it. I'll press Alt. Okay, Alt I C. You can see Alt I C. See, these are the things which you need to practice. And if I want to add a row, add a row, I'll press. See, for columns, it is. Let me write columns. See, I'm bad with the spelling, so you can just check. So Alt I C. Now tell me what it might be for rows. Rows का spelling मुझे आता है because it is a 4 letter. Column I'm just not getting it. Okay, tell me rows. What will be the shortcut key for rows? Quickly, everyone. What will be the shortcut key for rows? Alt I N. See, there is one letter common here. Alt I C. So tell me what absolutely correct answer. Alt I R. Okay, Alt I R. So in the name itself, you can see I want to add a row above Varun. I want to add a row above Varun. Alt I R. You can see if I'm selecting the cell, for example, I want to add a row above this number 3. Alt I R. You can see you are able to clearly see the shortcuts on the screen. Alt I R, Alt I C. I hope everyone getting it. Quick thumbs up, everyone. Quick thumbs up so that we'll move forward to the next topic for the day. You people have already learned how do we uh, you people have learned how do we take up the next particular part. I mean, how do we select multiple rows, select multiple columns? See, just in case you can see here, just in case you can see here, if I want to add multiple rows, see here, shift down arrow. I selected 2 rows here and I want to add 2 rows above. Above this, I want to add 2 rows. So the shortcut key is Alt I and R. You can see how many rows have been added. 2 or 1. Quickly tell me in the chat box. 2 or 1. As you can see on the screen, as per the selection, whatever we are doing, 2 or 1. When I selected two shortcut key, 2 rows are added. Let us just see this one as well. I'm selecting 2 columns. Alt I C. 1 column or 2 column. Let us keep different number. I'm selecting 3 cells simultaneously. Now, if I press Alt I and C, tell me how many columns? 3 or 2? 3 or 2? How many columns we are able to add? 3 or 2? As you can see on the screen, we are able to add 3 columns. We are able to add 3 columns on the screen. Then this is a part about the formatting. Shortcut keys of this particularly. And one more thing you can see here, we are having something called as ribbons. Here we are having something, this is something called as ribbon. But the problem here is uh, I'm opening a new worksheet. So when I'm working on this particular worksheet, I don't want, okay, okay, whenever I'm working on this particular worksheet, I don't want this extra things to be visible on the screen. If I'm seriously typing that I am a technical skills trainer, while writing something, I mean writing whatever your data, name, age, gender, okay, gender, so on, salary. While I'm writing this, I don't want to focus on this, what do you call, focus on this particular screen. So what I can do is I can hide the ribbon. What I can do, I'm just deleting this. I can hide the ribbon here. Now, how do we hide the ribbon here? You can see there are two ways. Double click on the tab name, it gets hide. Again, double click, it gets enabled. Okay, double click close, double click open. Sir, I don't want to use it. I don't want it should be visible. It should be visible at some time and it should not be visible automatically. So for example, I've written here Varun, or else any participant name we will be taking up. I'm taking up Varun. So here you can see if I have taken up Varun, if I don't want the ribbon, if I press Control F1, ribbon is been appearing. I don't want Control F, but I want only for uh, a part of the time. So what I can do, I'll single click on home top. You can see the options are visible. I'll select the option fill color. And when my option is done, I click on the cell, the option is gone. Accordingly, you can see we are able to get this particular option. So please, so what is the shortcut key for ribbon, everyone? What is the shortcut key? Quickly write in the chat box. Shortcut key for ribbon. What is the shortcut key of ribbon? Shortcut key of ribbon, hide and hide. To hide and to unhide. What is the shortcut key? You can see here. I'm writing here for your reference. CTRL plus F1. CTRL plus F1. Quickly you can see what is the answer. CTRL plus F1. Now, many people see the formula, I mean, the shortcut key is like CTRL, hold CTRL. I mean, what does it, how does it mean? I'm writing here hold CTRL, then press F1 key in your keyboard. This is what this particular formula means in this particular. Okay, getting my point. This is what this is what control plus F1 mean here. Hold control, I mean hold control, then press F1. You can see hide and hide. To hide and unhide a ribbon. Now let us get, I'm just deleting this. Let us get into the next part of the Excel. Now we are getting started with the ribbons. I mean we will be going exploring with the tab. So before I start exploring with the tab, we need to have some data where we can actually work on. So before I take up a data, I just wanted to know how many people are your employees and how many are students. Quickly, you can write down employee. If you are an employee, you can write down E. If you are a student, you can write down S. Quickly, everyone in the chat box. So based on that, I'll be able to take up a what do you call On which data we'll be going to work on with that? Quickly, yes or E? Mostly I can see only students. Oh my God. Student. Okay. 321 625 727. This is our meeting name. Someone joined with the meeting name. We have one employee A and two employees. Anyone else? Oh my God. Yes, self-employed. S and E. Very great, yeah. Oh, employees will be knowing this. Didn't get you, Mohit? You can explain me in the chat. Okay, done. So, see here. So, chalo, let's take a student database so that you will much better way you will be able to understand about this particularly. Here you can see, uh, yep, yeah. Here you can see what we are able to do. Done. I'm writing here roll number. Let me take like serial number. I'm writing here roll number. I'm writing. See, please consider ST means student here. So do not get what is this ST, what we are writing. Okay, I'm writing here, or else let me write student name. Then I'm writing gender. Okay, student name, gender, class. Class, mostly we are here from degree. So I'll write here stream. I'll write here section. We'll be writing, what do you call? We'll be writing college. So, uh, and one more thing, obvious thing, we can write club name. I mean, in colleges we do have club, all different things. But here I will be taking clubs of Rotaract, so you can accordingly tell the details. Now, I want any five people. I mean, you can see if once five people have messaged in the chat box. I want you people to randomly just type the details and share it with me in the chat box. First detail, I'm just typing serial number one. Roll number will be I mean student hyphen 001. Student hyphen 001. Name, let me take from our chat box only. So first name I'm taking here, Sumit Shinde, male. Okay. College name, we can take like, see, whatever names, whatever we are taking here, it's for only the activity purposes. We don't want, I mean, I don't want to hurt anyone's sentiment or feelings. So please be aware of that. Okay. We have another name. You can quickly send me your names. It will be Ish, Sana, Sheikh, Sana. We are getting good response. Quickly give me some names so that Sheikh, Sana, Unisa. Up, seeing participants, if you take out the demography, you can see it's like more number of our female members are very active here than the boys. What about it, boys? Everyone, sorry. Then Rahman. Yeah, I just need the names. Okay, next. Would we have one boy name? I'm sorry if I'm writing wrong here. Male. I need I need 10 names. You can tell me accordingly. So we will be going with that fields only. More three are required. More four are required. Okay. Once it is 10, you can do Shank Arbal. So I can expect it is a male only. So if I'm writing anything wrong, please do not take it to your heart. Okay, next. Anjana. Okay. One more name we want. Mandar. Chalo. Sorry, Mandar, male. Now, chalo. We are having some names. Colleges also we are having. So we'll be just taking some college names. I'm having good number of college names here. So I'll randomly pick some college names so that it will be unbiased to everyone. So here you can see now the benefit of writing serial numbers in Excel. Now here you can see I'm writing here 1 and 2. Okay. I'm writing here 1 and 2. I can, if I select only one, if I'm selecting 1 and 2, shift and down arrow are selected both the numbers. And if I'm selecting and if I'm select, if you see, let me zoom my screen 1 second. Hmm. Is my screen back again? You can just quickly give me a thumbs up. Is my screen back again? Okay. Yeah. Done. Here you can see what we can see is like here we are having 1 and 2. What I can do is I can select both the cells and you are able to see this particular option in the bottom corner. We are having this one particular option. Uh, this is uh, this is a very useful symbol. It is called as fill handle. What is it called as? This is called as a filled handle. You can see a dark plus, a bolded plus. This particular symbol is known as a fill handle. Now see here what is the benefit of using the fill handle. I can select both the cells. Okay, I can select both the cells. I'm going to the bottom right hand side corner and I'm selecting it, drag. I'm selecting it, drag. I'm selecting it, drag. Then let us do one more example. I'm right now here you can see one more thing. I'm writing here ST. See, whenever having something common in nature, if you see in the top, I have ST-001. So you can see when I start typing S, you can see automatically we are able to get the above data, but it's absolutely wrong. I'm writing here, I'm writing ST002. I'm writing here student hyphen roll number is 002. Now, your question might be, sir, 1 and 2, you have done it. It's great. 1 and 2 you selected, went to the bottom corner, right hand side corner, you have selected it. And if you select and drag, you are getting it, sir. What if you are having combination of number and what if you are having the combination of number number and text and number, whatever it is. So you can see here, I'm selecting the both the cells here again. Okay, I've done nothing much. I've selected both the cells. After selecting both the cells, you can simply see here what I'm doing. I'm going to the bottom corner with the help of fill handle. Okay, with the help of fill handle, I'll hold my left click. I'll hold my left click And you can see if I'm trying to drag, I'm trying to drag. Here you are able to see automatically Excel is understanding. Acha, 1, 2 you have written. So you are, sir, what if I only drag one? You can see on the screen what is the, if you are dragging only one number, it means Excel doesn't understand that you are only dragging one number. It should be known that what you are dragging. Now, let me just see, let me tell you one more thing here. Sir, you are telling 1, 2, 3, you know 1, 2, 3. That's the reason you are telling 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3 हमें भी आता है sir, tell with some random numbers. So ignore the headings. Time being, please ignore the headings. I'm writing here 5 and I'm writing here 5 and 10 for your clarity. Okay, for your clarity. If I'm going selecting 5 and I'm going to the bottom corner, okay, bottom corner of this cell, single cell, and if I'm trying to drag, what is it we are getting? Only 5. What is it we are getting? Only 5. Now, you need to make Excel understand that you don't want 5. I want difference of the numbers. What you want? You want the difference of the numbers. For example, I selected both the numbers and I'm going. Now this time you can see 5 and 10. How many times? How many times now? How much? What is the difference between 5 and 10? Everyone, what is the difference between 5 and 10? Very simple question, I know, but still, what's the difference between 5 and 10? Absolutely correct answer. I'm also asking a silly question, but still, the difference is only 5. Now, so, okay, let me revise my question. What should be the next value? If I am selecting two cells and I am dragging, what it should be the next value, everyone? What it should be the next value? Quickly tell me what it should be the next value. 5, 10, what it should be the next value. If you understand this, 11, Melvin, 5, 10, 11. Okay, Melvin is saying like 11. Anyone else? 15.2. Acha, acha, sorry. 15, 20, 25. You meant that, yes, okay. Correct. I thought like 15.20.25. Very difficult numbers you are telling. Okay, right. So here you can see 5, 10, and you are able to see if I'm dragging. You can see I'm getting 15. Again, I'm selecting and dragging. I'm able to see. You're able to see I'm getting 15, 20, 25, so on until whatever we drag. Now tell me for these numbers, what will be the next number? Quick, everyone. Be quick. What will be the next three numbers? Next three numbers. Quickly. Next three numbers. I want next three numbers. Lakshmi Sahasra, once after completion of the meeting, you will be getting the what do you call recording in the chat box itself, so you can consider it. Oh, we have got the answers 10, 13, 16. Oh my God, correct answer. मोहित को बड़ी हंसी आ रही है यार. ये 10, 13, 16. Okay, absolutely correct answer. Let us see now. Let us see. What you are understanding is Excel is understanding that or something else. 10. So you can see I've dragged 10, 13, 16. Absolutely correct answer, people. Clap for yourself. I mean, whatever you are telling, like, acha, I have only raised the dog. Very bad. So applause for you. So 10, 13, 16. I hope you are getting it. So let me just quickly delete these numbers. This is how you can do. Mostly you can do everywhere. For example, 100 likh raha ho, 250 likh raha ho. Tell me what is the next number quickly. Quick, quick. If I drag, what is the next number? Is it 400? 400, okay. Select and drag. Absolutely correct answer. You can see what is the difference? What is the difference? What is the difference? 400, 550, correct, Manish? What's the difference? See, I'll just quickly give one example and we'll stop the series part. I've written one. Sorry, let me just go with very simple example. I've written here one. I've written here two. So let me write two, and I'm writing 2 and 4. So please focus this time. This is one of final time which I'm repeating. One time I've written 2, one place I've written 4. Now if I'm selecting only this cell and if I'm trying to drag, I'm getting only 2. Okay, I'm only getting only 2. Okay, please understand Lakshmi and Divya. Okay, I'm getting only 2. When I selected both of these numbers, tell me what you are expecting the next number should be. What is the next number, Divya and Lakshmi? What is the next number you are expecting? 1, 2, and 4. What should be the next number here? Is correct 6. Correct 6. Here you can say I'm selecting 3, 2, and 4. And if I'm trying to drag, you can see 6, 8, 10, 12. Quickly tell me for this 3, 6, what will be the next three numbers? 3, 6, what will be the next three numbers? Absolutely correct. 9, 12, 3. So Excel understand on your behalf. And one more benefit of fill series is like, I hope you are getting, acha, I need to show the answer, right? Sorry. I selected 3 and 6. If you see, if I'm selecting and dragging 9, 12, 15, whatever difference. Sir, you are giving even numbers, sir, you are giving odd numbers. See, whatever number we take, either it will be a even, either it will be a. So let me just randomly type a number. Now, if I tell you to tell me the next number, it will be very difficult. First, you need to tell, first you need to subtract that above number, then add it, and a part of it. Now, see here, if I'm selecting and dragging here, you can see the numbers are getting reduced because of the logic what we have given. So you need to give a correct logic. 561 may say we are removing this much number. So you need to follow a chronology. I'm writing, and if I'm writing my, acha, I forgot. If I'm writing minus 100 minus 200, what it will be the next number? Tell me. The tricky question. 100, minus 100 and minus 200. What will be the next number? Quick, quick, quick. Everyone. Minus 300. Okay. Anjali saw minus 300. Okay. Only this. Anyone else? Let us see. Minus 100, minus 200. Absolutely correct answers. Minus 300, 400. So minus, the minus series is getting increased. Now, if you see here, I'm writing here 10. I'm writing here 5. Now tell me, sorry, I'm writing here 10. Here I'm writing 3. Here I'm writing 2. What will be my next number? What will be my next number? Quickly tell me. 10, 3, 2. 10, 3, 2. What will be my next number? So whenever you are going into the descending series, here you can see negative numbers will start appearing in the data. So these particular numbers have been removed. Now, do not go with the negative. It is a bit confusing part. Now, next, let us see with the college. Next, let me see with the college. So I'm just writing here ACC. You have got some college numbers. Absolutely correct answers. -3, -7. Correct, correct, correct. Absolutely correct answers. So I'm just taking some college names, whatever you have mentioned in the chat box. So accordingly, we'll again take the next particular session, next part of it. The next part is like formulas and all other stuff, what we are going to discuss here. Now, ACC, college names, okay, more than enough. Let me just copy. Forgive me if I'm writing the wrong college name, but still it's completely fine. Forgive or whatever it is. Now, uh, I don't want this for time being, so I'm deleting this particular data. I've selected and clicked on delete button so that it gets deleted. Now, quickly see here. I'm having serial number, roll number, student name, gender, college. So let us just quickly get this thing done. Okay. Now, now this was about series options. Now quickly let us what do you call done. Now let us quickly learn. One second, no. Sorry. Yeah. So you can see if I want to bold this, I'll select the entire row. I'll click on bold, Control I. I can press Control I to italic. I mean, here you can see. Now let us discuss this particular options. Here you are able to see bold. Please follow my cursor. If I am selecting only one cell and if I'm clicking on bold, it is becoming bold. If it is very difficult to do individually, so I'm selecting entire things, shift and right arrow, or else control shift right arrow to select all at once. I'm selecting, clicking on bold, it has been bold. If I want to do italic, I'll click on italic. If I want underline, I'll click on underline. So you can see accordingly the formatting is applied to the data. Quickly tell me the shortcut keys of bold, italic, and underline in the chat box. Quickly, shortcut keys of bold, italic, and underline. Control B, Control I, Control U. Correct. Absolutely correct answers, everyone. Absolutely correct answers. Correct answer. Now, just see here. Next, you can see absolutely correct. You can see if I want to remove as well the same keys, Control B, Control I, Control U. You can see I've pressed the shortcut keys and all bold, italic, everything is been removed from here. Next, you can see uh, now here if you see here if you see the data, if you see here data, we are having I mean, if I wanted to see, mostly headings are kept in bold. Okay, done. Now next you can see bold, italic, underline. We are done with that. If I want to change the font style, I mean a font style, I'll click on the drop down. I can select accordingly whatever font style I want. So accordingly you can select. I selected this Aparajita as a font style for the text. You can see there is a difference between both the above text. The Aptos narrow, it is a Aparajita. Aparajita. This is a font name. There are different. Mostly, if you see, we remember this Algerian. I do have here. I'll just. I'm not getting that. No issues. You can see mostly we do see this Algerian, whatever we have. Now, next, if you see here, now the other important thing we needed to learn before we go into the next part of the Excel. Now, see here, this is the screen. You can see if some of our friend names have been hidden. Trushank का नाम नहीं आ रहा है, मंदार का नाम नहीं आ रहा है, शेख सना का नहीं आ रहा है, रहमान का नहीं आ रहा है. Here you can see you are not able to get their complete name. So if I do want to adjust, here you can see above near the column name. ठीक है, here in the area near the column name, between these two letters we are getting one symbol. I hope you are able to see. This is something called as expand symbol. So what you can do, if I'm holding left click, once I'm getting this symbol, if I'm holding left click and if I'm dragging towards right, I'm able to give some space to the data. If I'm holding and if I'm moving towards left, I'm able to give some data here. You can see here I'm right, moving right. Some width I'm able to increase and decrease the width. But the next problem arises like how come we can work off on this particularly? How come we can work on this particularly? Sir, I want exact fit. I don't want anything like मुझे randomly ऐसा नहीं करना. This I'm having this space, right? I don't want this space. I want exact fit like इधर का इधर आना चाहिए. Again, if you see A is being cut a bit. I don't want this problem should happen. So there is another way you can see whenever you are in between this symbol or whenever you are getting this symbol, double left click. Click left click for 2 times. You can see it auto adjusts as the column size. It auto adjusts as the column width. The same thing you can see if I want to select entire data, I'll select hold first, select the cell, hold it, I'll be able to select the entire data. Then here you are able to see if I click on Control A one time, see if there is some data and if I'm pressing Control A, I'll be able to select entire data. If I'm selecting an empty cell and if I'm pressing Control A, entire sheet will be selected. If you have data and if you are pressing Control A, only data gets selected. If you are clicking on empty cell and press Control A, entire worksheet gets selected. Now, what if, sir, we are in data, but I also want to select entire worksheet. So one time Control A, only data gets selected. Second time Control A, entire, what do you call entire worksheet gets selected. So whenever there is data, if you want to select entire worksheet, Control A 2 times. If you are in an empty cell, Control A 1 time. If you press 2 times also, it will 100. Control A 3 times also, it is not a problem because there will be no change in the screen. Now again, I am pressing Control A 2 times. Here you can see double click. I mean, I can just double click here. So double click and what we'll be able to do, you can see I'm getting, I mean, if you see here, I'm just trying to show. If you see my data, I'm having the data, but I'm unable to see it completely. Now, instead of using Control A, single click, double click, in between A and 1, please see here, in between A and 1, are you able to see this drop down below name box? Are you able to see this drop down? Please give a thumbs up if you are able to see. If you are able to see, give a thumbs up quickly. This particular button, once you click on this, and in between, if you double click, you can see, I'll just show you. Once you click on this particular option, entire worksheet gets selected. Entire worksheet gets selected, and now you can see if I double click on the expand symbol, you'll be able to see the difference. Okay, you'll be able to see the difference here. Now, quickly the next part, ho gaya. Then you can see if I want to give a color to this column, I'll right click. I'll select column heading, and if I'm selecting any one of the random color, fill color option. If I'm clicking on fill color, you're able to see the data. But if you see, if I'm selecting column and if I'm trying to do entire column till 10 lakh 48,576 rows, we are able to select the sheet. I don't want that one. So I'm selecting it again. I'm just clicking here, no fill. Now quickly tell me, here you can see I'm selecting the data. Only I'm selecting the data, and if I'm clicking on any one of this shade, you can see only the date, only the selected cells have been highlighted. You can see here, I'm also selecting it here. Settings. Sir, what is this, sir? Black के ऊपर आप black color डाल दिए. See here, I've added white color text. Here I am having fill color. Here I am having text color. Okay. Here I am having fill color. Again, I am having the text color here. Now, see here, after this particularly, after this particularly, I'm just removing the color so that you get a clarity. Here I'm writing no fill. I'm selecting automatic so my data gets absolutely clear. Now, in this, what I'm going to add is like, I'm going to add here city, and I'm going to add like uh, I'm to add like going to add like I'm going to add like college. You can see. You might ask me, sir, data is not sufficient, but still it is visible. Now, if I write here something, something here, you can see fees is getting hidden. But whenever you don't have anything, automatically this particular option is getting highlighted. Now, next see here, college fees. Now, here you can see next particularly we have the another option on the screen. Here you can see city. I'm just writing random cities. Hyderabad, Mumbai, Delhi. हैदराबाद में रहकर हैदराबाद पूरा नहीं लिख रहा व्हाट इज दिस okay I'm writing next we can take it up any cities Kerala mostly I'll try to this ठीक है I've taken Hyderabad Mumbai Delhi Kerala Hyderabad Mumbai uh, Hyderabad Mumbai Delhi and Kerala as well so no need to much worry about it so now if you see next here okay college fees done now next you can see college fees, I'll add some random fees here, so no need to worry about it. Now, uh, huh. Now if I want to increase the size, I'll click here. Size gets increased. If I decrease, it gets decreased here. Then you all know this is there is an option called as borders here. I'll select entire data. Okay, I select entire data. I'll click on the drop down. I'll click on all borders. click on the drop down. If I click on all borders, you can see I'm getting border to my data. You can see I'm getting border to my data. Sir, what if I want to increase my height of a row? We learned column width. I want to learn about height of a row. You can see if I'm between 1 and 2, again I'm getting the same expand symbol. You can see again I'm getting the same expand symbol here. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm taking my cursor in between 1 and 2. You are able to see I'm able to expand the height. Now let me show you the reason why I've expanded the height. Till here everyone clear? Till font we have till now discussed about the font. You can increase the, if I'm writing 12, you can increase 12, decrease, increase font, decrease font. You can use these options. Till here clear everyone? Just give me a thumbs up. We'll go into the next part. We go to the next part now. Quickly give a thumbs up everyone. Done. Now see here. Here we are having one more thing, something called as alignments. Top align, you can see when I click on top align, you just see the data. See this particular one row. If I click on middle align, it is coming to the center. If I'm clicking on the down, bottom align, I'm getting into the bottom. So I'm clicking on middle align, middle. Now I want to use the combination both of it. So here you can see, here you can see if I'm clicking left, the data is in left. If I'm clicking center, this is center align. This is right align. You can see now if I click middle and center, you can see both of them are, you are able to see clearly on the screen. Both of them you are able to see clearly on the screen. That is what here it is mentioned. That here next you have, now if you see, uh, most of the student names are of 50% of the column width of column A. For example, if you see, you can see that only what I can do. Ha. Again, you can see here, I'm having student name. I'm unable to see it, but there is space left above and bottom. I can click on wrap text. I can click on wrap text. What it will do? Multiple strings into one string. I mean, extra long text into one cell. You can see once I click on wrap text, it's completely in the one particular cell. What do we have in here? Now next see here. Next we are having here this particularly something called as orientation. If I click on angle counterclockwise, this is how my data looks like. Angle, I mean when there is very less space available, you can see. Let me just HRDO create reports sometimes this way as well. You can see this is not how they will create, but there are different types. City, all these things. Just I don't want angle counterclockwise. I'll select it. I will disable angle counterclockwise. Now, then we have the next option you can see here. Uh, uh, okay. Then we have our next option. You can see, here you can see, I don't want unnecessarily increase the column width for 1, 2, 3. I mean, for 3 students, the 3 student names should get auto adjusted. You can see, I'm selecting from Sumit Shinde to Mandar. I mean, the complete name of Mandar. Sumit Shinde to complete name of Mandar. Okay, I'm just increasing. I'm selecting it. Now you see the magic here. Once I click on, you can see what is the difference here. What we are able to see. Whoever name we had, which was for crossing the width, automatically that particular row height has been adjusted. Is it yes or no? Is it yes or no? That row has been automatically it got adjusted. Correct. Thank you, Sana. Then next, how I want to add a row above this gender. I want to add a row above this heading. How do we add a row? Quickly, everyone. Quick, quick, be quick. How do we add a row? Right click on what? You can see right click insert. Okay, you people are remembering shortcut key. Very good. So first, before using the shortcut key, very basic thing, you need to be in the selected row. I'm pressing Alt. Okay, I'm pressing Alt. Then I'm pressing Alt I and R. Okay, this is one of the way. Right click on the number, insert. Again, next we have one more thing. Now, before I'm writing here, student database. I'm writing a student. Now, whenever I'm selecting any random cell, control space bar, entire column is getting selected. If I'm writing shift space bar, entire row is being selected. Now, student database being in the side, it is not looking so good. So what I'm doing, I'm selecting it. Shift right arrow, right arrow, right arrow. You can see shift right arrow, right arrow and right arrow. I selected it. Next, we have an option called as merge and center. What do we have? We have an option called as merge and center. Now, if I click on merge and center, you can see entire data is been selected. Okay, entire the cells have been selected. Now, if you see, if I'm selecting female and if I'm pressing control space, all columns are getting selected. Why? Because of merge and center. Merge and center we usually give for headings and never ever give merge and center in between of the data. Okay. Never ever give merge and center in between of the data because it is very crucial and important that where you are giving merge and center. For example, let me just show you. If I'm If I'm writing merchant center here as well, I'll just remove merchant center in the top row. And if you see, if I'm clicking on control space, entire columns have been selected. So what you can do instead, here I'm writing student database. Yeah, I'm writing here student database. I'll select entire thing, student database according to today's date. If you are writing something, student database according to today's date, you are writing something. Shift right arrow, right arrow, right arrow. Okay. Shift right arrow, right arrow. I will go to orientation. Here you can see format cell alignment. Here I am able to see format cell alignments. Okay. I am clicking here. After clicking on that, in alignment, has something called as horizontal. In this you can see center across selection. This option you need to be very careful. Center across selection. Now click on OK. You can see the database is in between. It is in between, but still you can see I'm just removing margin center so that I can show you. If I press control space, you can see only this particular row has been column has been selected. But whenever it is margin center as above, margin center as above, you can see that if I press control space, entire data is being selected. That was all. That was about margin center. Then you can see I'm just no way we are required this. Next. Next, I'm writing the fees randomly 10,000, 15,000, 14,000, 70,000, 20,000, 18,000, 35,000, 40,000, 80,000, 81,000, 1 lakh. These are the fees. Now here you can see I want to, here these are the numbers. I want a rupee symbol to be given. So what I'll do, I'll click on drop down of general. Here if you see I'm having the option called as currency. If I click on currency, you can see rupee symbol have been added. Okay. Now, are you able to see there is some error here? Hashtag. Are you able to see this particular error, everyone? This is one of the one of kind of this error. This error, hashtag error means width is not sufficient. You can see once I increase the width, you can see I'm getting all the numbers directly on the screen. Now you can see, sir, as an I want here if I click on general, you can see everything will be back to normal. Select, click on the drop down, select currency, everything will be back. Now just see here, I'm clicking on general. Now, if I'm selecting here number, only number you can see I'm getting only number 0.00. Now, next, I'm clicking on general. There is nothing uh, what we are having here. It is now next. Let us see here. Is there any shortcut key to apply the formatting? Yes, there is a shortcut key. You can write it down. To apply currency. Okay, to apply currency here you can see. Okay, to apply currency, shortcut key is can write down CTRL shift and the dollar symbol. Control shift dollar. Here you can see I'm selecting control shift, and when I press dollar symbol, you can see automatically it is getting adjusted. Or else you can see I'll select here, I'll click general. Again, here you are able to see more number formats. Here you can see if I click on number, I don't want decimals. Or I'm selecting currency, I don't want decimals. I want rupee, which is in the top. And if I click on OK, you are able to see I'm getting the rupee symbol as well. Else you can see we are able to get currency symbol. Now, this is what do we have here. It is now in this we have some. If I want to decrease decimal, there is an option called as decrease decimal. If I am clicking on left side, you can see increase decimal, decrease decimal, increase decimal. These are the two options. What do we have here on the screen? We are having these two options: increase decimal and the decrease decimal option part. Now, next here you can see next all these things. Now, for example, what is indent? Here you can see we have left over with these two options. Here I have this decrease indent, increase indent. Increase indent matlab the data will move towards right hand side. Decrease indent, it will go towards left hand side. Right, increase, left, decrease. This is very important. What do we have? One of kind. Now, this is what we have some data. Please make sure you write on the this particular shortcut keys for you people for your reference. Now let me just see. Now, number formatting. Now here one more thing what I'm adding is DOB. Okay. I'm adding here DOB. I'm adding here date of birth, uh, 10 September 2001. That's some random data. We have some random data. No worries. You can see some random data 15, 10, 20, 5, 16, 23, 11, 2002. These are some random dates that I can see. Okay, these are some random date of birth what I have added on the screen. Okay, these are some random date of birth. Again, you can see if I select this date of birth, you can see if I select long date, if you are getting hashtag error, it simply means that uh, like it simply means like what do you call? Uh, it simply means like uh, the space is not sufficient. What you can do? Double click in between. You can see what I'm getting 10th September 2001, 15th October. It's the same thing. If I click on short date, I'll not get all this in detail. Okay, I'll not get all this in detail. Now there is no border here. I'm selecting this. Again, I'm clicking on all borders. Again, I'm clicking on all borders. When I select all these things, again, I'm selecting all these things. Here we are able to see all the date of birth. Okay, date of birth, all these things we are able to see. So accordingly, we can work on with this particular date of birth as well. Now, next you can see, next we are dealing with the, yeah. Now, if I want to remove the formatting from this fees, I can press to remove formatting and write it down. To remove formatting from numbers, see the symbol you need to use Control Shift and this symbol. Control Shift and the symbol is known as tilde. This symbol you need to use tilde. This is the symbol which we needed to use. How you can see here on the numbers, I'm selecting it. Control Shift and tilde, the formatting is removed. If I'm pressing Control Shift and 4, formatting is been added. This is the way how you can work on this particularly. Next, importantly, we have another important things. Now, just here on the screen, let me remove. Now we are going to learn some of the important formulas in Excel. Some of important formulas in Excel. Okay, for important formulas in Excel. Now, before I get started with this, I want few inputs from you. I need to understand how well you know about this particular part. Now, before that, tell me, this is the important question. Important question. Tell me, everyone, if I am writing name, if I am writing number. Quickly in the chat box, tell me, quickly in the chat box, you people can tell me what's the difference. 1 minute of time. Only one response we had got. What's the difference? What's the difference? Okay, Sana is telling alignment. Okay. Sahasra, I'll unmute in the end in the Q&A part, 10 to 10 p.m. So 10 to 10 p.m. you can clear your doubt. Here you can see. Next you can see. Correct, absolutely correct. So please remember default alignment for text. Okay, okay, 1 minute. Yes, Sahasra, I've given you unmute. You can speak. Quickly.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, because of internet issue, I didn't listen the class.
Yeah, you can connect Sarah for getting the recording by end of the. Apart from that, any doubt?
No, sir, I miss all the class.
Uh, After end of the session, you can message Sarah. She will be able to help you out. Done.
Okay, sir, thank you.
See here, by default alignment for text is left and by default alignment for number is right hand side. Now, this is the thing you need to remember. Now let us focus on some of these important aspects. Now, see here, we are just random example here. Now, I wanted to know the total number of 10 students, how much fees they are paying. So, in Excel, you need to please remember to start a formula. Okay, to start a formula, we use equal to plus or a minus symbol. Please make a note of it, everyone. We use to start a formula equal to plus minus equals to plus or minus symbol we use for it. Uh, You can see we are able to use equal to, plus, minus, and these are the symbols how we can start a formula. And these are the formulas. These are the function names. These are the function names. What do we have on the screen? Now, if you just quickly see here, if I want to add, I can select equal to, plus, this plus this. Is it easy? Tell me everyone. Is it easy? Doing this way, is it easy? Tell me. The way I'm doing, is it easy? The absolute answer is no. It's like Excel सीखा है, but I'm using a calculator. Correct? Excel आता है, but we are using a calculator. So this is not the correct way. We are getting 4,13,000 as the total fees. See, number answer we are getting, that is important. But there is a chance that some mistake, by mistake, we might forget to select one or the other cell. So, okay, this is not correct, so I'm deleting it. Now, again, you can see here I'm writing, uh, here again I'm adding, like I'm writing here equal to, so I'm writing sum. See, equal to sum is the function, and whenever you type sum here, you are able to see adds all the numbers in a range of cells. You are getting a brief explanation of it, and after this, you need to click on Shift and 9 to open a bracket. Okay, this is very important. Shift and 9 to open a bracket. Now, once you press on this, particularly, you can see here equals to sum open bracket. Okay, done, 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 done. Done. So equals to sum open bracket. अच्छा तो ऐसा करना है कि 10,000 comma 15,000. I mean, you can see first, you can see number one is highlighted. So if I want to go to number two, I need to press comma. I need to select number two, comma number three, comma number four, comma number five, comma number six, comma number seven, comma number eight, comma number nine, comma number 10. Is it correct? I mean, is it easy again? Is it easy again? I'm using formula. As Sana mentioned, I'm using the formula. Is it correct formula? See, you people said to use a formula. I'm using the formula. Let me see the answer. We are getting the answer correct only. Then what's the problem here? Then what's the problem here? Here you can see I am selecting manually 10 cells. Can I select 1,000 cells within 10 seconds? Give me an answer, everyone, quickly. Can I select Can I select 10 1,000 cells in 5 seconds quickly to do addition? If I'm doing that way, the answer is absolutely no. Now just see here. I'll write equal to sum sum. I'll select the first cell and hold my left click and I'll go till the last cell. I'll select the first cell and I'll go till the last cell, close bracket, shell. Once closing bracket, you can see if I press enter, I'm getting 4,13,000. The same answer, no change. Three different formulas, but answer is same. So whatever as per your convenience, you will be using that particular number. Now, clear till here? Next. Now, before I solve, max means maximum value in the fees. Tell me what is the highest fees we have? What is the highest fees we have? Quickly in the chat box, everyone. Highest fees, lowest fees. Quick. Highest fees and lowest fees in the chat box. Quickly, everyone. Chandana 1 lakh. Okay. Next, 10,000. Acha, we have that way. Oh, great. Others? Okay, Sana is telling 10,000 lowest. So let me just complicate it. 10,000, I'll write. Now tell me the answers. Now tell me the answers. Now tell me the answers. 1, 2, 3, 4 lowest. Okay, correct. Highest value. Quickly. Others, people, please respond. This will be also will be calculated while collecting your attendance. Your attendance is being collected by us regularly. Yesterday's attendance was also taken into the consideration, and your participation will be also taken into the consideration how well you are participating here. So quick, everyone. One highest. Please see the data. We do not have anything called as 1 lakh. Please check the data. Do not blindly see the answer of your friends and directly just सर बोले भेजने के लिए हम भेज रहे. Quick everyone. Okay, 1 2 3 4 lowest, 91 highest. Okay, 1 2 3 Avantika 1 2 3 4 lowest. Okay, absolutely correct answers. So here you can see this formula maximum and minimum will help us to get the same thing. Maximum, minimum will help us to get the same result what we are discussing in the class. So here you can see I'm writing equal to max. Okay, I'm writing equal to max. Once I'm writing equal to max, similar thing. Sum and इसमें फर्क कुछ नहीं है. And one more thing you can learn, people. This is highly recommended way. I mean, I teach to my students. When you are writing any formula, now if I want to open bracket, I need to hold shift button and I need to click on number 9. Instead of that, what you can do, you can simply click on, if once you are getting in the blue color, here in the blue color, if you are getting whatever formula you want, you can click on write down max, whatever formula you're writing down, if it is appearing in blue, and click on tab. You can see bracket has been opened directly. Instead of clicking on shift and 09, you can directly click on this particular option directly. You can see max. I'm selecting the data. Clear everyone, max. Selecting the data, close bracket, press enter. You can see I'm getting 91,000. I'm getting 91,000 here. So absolutely correct answer, whatever you have answered. Now, minimum you can see what. So tell me what will be the formula for minimum? Maximum के लिए we had max. Minimum के लिए क्या रहेगा formula? Quickly in the chat box, everyone. What will be for minimum equals to min? Okay, let's try. Equal to min, open bracket. You can see I'm selecting the data. Equals to min, open bracket, H3 is to H12, close bracket. Okay, press enter 1 2 3 4. Now tell me, you are giving the correct answers. Now tell me, lowest answer you have given us, lowest value is 1 2 3 4, highest value is 91,000. Will your chart change if the fees changes? Whatever you typed in the chart, in the chart box, will it change automatically if I'm updating the data? Tell me quickly, yes or no. Tell me quickly, yes or no. Not in the chat box, I'm saying. In the chat box. जो भी आंसर्स आपने दिया है, will it change? Let's see. See, please hear my question. I'm saying in the chat box. Now, if you see, if I'm changing, मैं 18,000 को क्या कर दे रहा हूँ? I'm writing 999 exclusively. 999 only special fee for Rahman. ठीक है. I'm writing 999 and if I'm clicking enter, let's see. मुझे तो किसी का चार्ट अपडेट नहीं हुआ है इधर. किसी का चार्ट अपडेट हुआ है. But did Excel got updated, everyone? I mean, what is getting updated here? Excel or the chart? Excel or the Teams? What is getting updated when the numbers are changing? Excel or the Teams? Absolutely correct. Acha number. Baap re. People are people are very smart. Number kate. Good answer. Absolutely correct. Excel is changing. चलो सर आप छोटा नंबर लिख रहे हो रहा होगा. Let me चलो change it. This 1 2 3 4 को ही मैं क्या कर देता हूँ. I'll write down 99. I'll write down 95,000 1 2 3. 95,123 rupees. Is it maximum changing? Yes or no? Maximum change हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा है? Yes or no? Maximum is changing, right? So that is the benefit of using Excel. Whatever you type, whatever you do, everything gets updated. What is it? Everything gets updated. That is what very, very important for us. And this is the thing which we need to be considered. Now tell me the formula for average. Tell me tell me what is average quickly in the chat box. Sorry, गलती से इधर लिख रहा हूँ कुछ की. What will be the formula for average? Equals to AVG. Melvin John is saying here. See, this is the tricky question in X. Okay, average you are telling Sana Sheikh is selling complete equals to average. Acha, okay. People, what do you mean by average? I am able to unmute anyone. Anyone can tell what do you mean by average? Anyone can unmute themselves, anyone. What is average? We have learned from very 10th. No one unmuting themselves. Anyone can unmute themselves. The middle value in the data. Absolutely wrong answer, Chandana. Absolutely wrong answer.
Sum of numbers by total number of data.
Sum of number, total number data. Akhil, you said correct. Frame the sentence.
Sum of observations by number of observations.
Absolutely correct. Sum of observation by number of observations. Right. You can see sum of. So here I am having. How many observations are there, everyone here? Quickly in the chat box. How many observations are there? Okay, correct answer, Deepika. You have responded in the chat. How many observations are there here? How many observations are there? 10. On 10, is it? 12. Oh my God. 10. Niyati is telling 10. Others quickly respond. Be quick, yaar. You are using computer. WhatsApp, Instagram में reply देना है, फटाक से चले जाएगा. Chat box में reply देने के लिए इतना time लग रहा है. Be active, people. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay. So we are having 10. Here also you can see in the bottom we are having 10. Now you can see sum भी बढ़ चुका है. पहले 4,13,000 था, but now it is got increased to 4,67,000. Now, so average के लिए the formula is whatever answer you have told is absolutely wrong, because if you see, if I'm writing AVG and selecting the cells and close bracket, I'm not getting the solution because this answer is absolutely wrong here. Now see here, the formula for doing average is equals to average open bracket, okay, equals to average open bracket. Then I'll select entire data and delete it by the entire data. That's how we get the average here. We are able to get the average. Average is 46,000. Now you can see how I am able to tell average. I am writing equal to sum. I am selecting the entire data. Kitna aa raha hai ye? We have done this, but still I am trying to just show you. 4,67,122.00 equals simple thing. Sum of observation divided by number of observation. So I'm selecting the above cell divided by 10. My average, see, am I doing correct? So just give me a thumbs up. If I'm doing correct, just give me a thumbs up. Sum I have done. Now, how many observations are there? 10. So here you can see I'm dividing it by 10. And you can see I'm able to get the same answer, 46,700, with the formula same answer. And manually if I do, we are getting the same answers on the screen. That is what average. Now, the term itself count. Count helps us to count number of cells in the data. For example, you can see if I'm writing here equals to count. I'm writing here equal to count, open bracket. I'm selecting the cells, close bracket. Okay. Count, you can see if I'm selecting only, if I'm selecting 10 cells, and if in 10 cells, if there is some data, if there are numbers, it will able to count how many. For example, if I delete 999 को delete कर रहा हूं मैं, you can see count is only 9. ठीक है, what is it? Count is only 9. If I'm deleting 14,000, count is only 8. Now next formula we have something called as count blank. I'm writing here count blank in the sense the term itself, it tells whatever blank cells we are having in the data, it will start counting that blank cells in the data. If for example equals to count blank, I'm writing equals to count blank. Here you can see I'm selecting the data, close bracket. Now before I click enter, tell me how many cells are empty in the data. Whatever data we have, how many cells are empty in the data? Quickly everyone, how many cells are empty in the data? Only 2 responses, 3 responses, okay. How many cells are empty? Yeah, absolutely correct. There are 2 cells, sorry, two cells empty in the data. Now if I press enter, you can see, I'll just increase the font size. So are we getting the correct answer? Just give me a thumbs up. Are we getting the correct answer? I mean, in entire, what is my question here is, in this entire data, how many cells are empty? How many cells are empty? I hope you got my question. I hope you got my question, Sana. How many cells are empty in this data? How many cells are empty? Now tell me now. Tell me now how many cells are empty. Check, check, check. You can see in the formula as well. Formula is giving you the answer. If I'm deleting, just see here, if I'm deleting randomly, I've deleted some name, I've deleted some gender. How many blank cells are there in the data in the selected area? Now you can see it is 5. Now it is 5. So you need to be very clear on that particular aspect as well. There are 5 cells empty in the data. That is what here it is. Then one of the important formula we have, count a sum is we'll discuss tomorrow. I'll end the session with count a. Here if you see next you have something called as count a. Okay, here I'm writing equal. Now count a, you need to be very specific. What is the difference between count? Sorry, what is the difference between count and count a? See, count is a function will count if in the selected data, if we are having only numbers, we'll be using count. Okay. If in the selected numbers, if we are having in selected cells, if we are having numbers, then we will use count functions. And if we are having, if count a calculates, counts the number of cells in the day in the range which are not empty. Count, please be very careful. Count means count only calculates whichever cell in selected cell wherever we are having numbers. Count a except empty cells counts everything. Count a counts everything except empty cell. Count only counts the numbers. Count only counts the numbers. Now if you see, if I'm writing count a, okay, if I'm writing count a, I'm selecting Hyderabad 2. I'm selecting only this particular cell. Hyderabad, all this particular cell. And if you see, I'm getting the answer as 10. But if you see, if I'm writing, I'm just showing you equals to count, open bracket, from Hyderabad to Mumbai. See the formula here, please. Count, open bracket, F3 is to F12, close bracket. I'm pressing enter. You can see I'm getting 0. But if I'm doing with the count A, and if I'm selecting entire data, same thing. Count A will not only count empty cells, count will calculate only cells which contain number. Now you can see counter helps you to calculate the data. Count if sum if we will be discussing tomorrow. Take a count if sum if I'll highlight it so that I'll also remember we'll be discussing it tomorrow. And next here you have count if sum if, okay. So yep. So this is for today, people. Uh, as per the agenda, we'll be discussing, in our next particular batch, we'll be going with the, we'll be, in next particular class, we'll be going with the next further options available. Now, let us quickly take a, from tomorrow, we'll be having the attendance in the evening. Currently we are taking it. From tomorrow, we'll have a photographic attendance. So tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and mainly on the last day, uh, everyone need to keep their camera on, mics, everything. I'll be keeping I'll be enabling it for all the participants so that you will be able to on your mic and camera. So every day from tomorrow, if we are ending the session, we'll have a screenshot, and all the participants are requested. All the participants are requested to turn on the camera uh, in the evening or in the very beginning, whatever as per whatever we are taking the things. Done. So this is all for today, guys. I'm keeping the forum open for everyone. People can leave now. I'm keeping forum for open for everyone. Thank you, everyone. I hope you had the great learning. you can obviously answer the what do you call, in group you are obviously getting what do you call feedback. I mean we are sharing the feedback part, so you can respond to the feedback. How was the session? Then thank you, Yash. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Yash. Thank you, Ashwita. I mean, thank you नहीं बोलना है, right? Welcome बोलना है रहता है. Okay, sorry. Welcome, Ashwita. Welcome, Yash. Okay. Thank you. Welcome, Vaibhav. मैं भी कुछ क्रिएटिव करता हूँ इधर. Thank you for joining this session. Whatever we are learning, we need to implement, And I hope everyone here are practicing. So please do practice. Practice makes, I mean, we heard the quote like practice makes man perfect. It's absolutely wrong. Practice makes man and woman both perfect. So make sure you practice regularly. So uh, let me unmute you people. So people who are having doubts, they can stay back. Rest of the participants can leave. Thank you, people. Another 5 minutes, 10:15, I'll end the meeting. So anyone, please clarify. Allow my. Yes.
Because of internet issue, I cannot listen the class. What I do?
Lakshmi Sahasra. We'll see if we are able to share the recording. We have. We'll just check. Do be touch in the WhatsApp. I mean, you can drop me, message me in the. Yeah. Sarah will be messaging you regarding the recording. Thank you, Sarah.
Okay.
Anyone else? Abhay, Akshita, Anjali, Sa, Chan, Chantani. Mic is open for you people.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Then.
Shall I leave, sir?
Yeah, please. It's on you. You can. If you have clarified, you can. Stop sharing my screen. Any doubts, anyone? If no, we'll end the meeting. Sanjana, sir, count function calculates numeric data. Melvin, you can unmute yourself. I think I've given permission to all.
Yes, sir. Excuse me. Yeah. I just had a small doubt. I just wanted to clarify that count
Yes.
function takes into consideration only the numeric data and doesn't basically take into consideration the blank or empty cells, whereas the countif function takes into consideration both numeric and the blank cells. Is that correct?
No, it's absolutely wrong.
Okay.
Count function, what I can say is if there are 10 cells, okay, if there
Mm-hmm.
are 10 cells, in 10 cells you are having all the numbers.
Okay.
Count function will count the numbers, all the numbers. If there is any empty cell in entire 10 cells, if there is an empty cell, just see the example. I'll just show you on the screen. It will be
Yes.
much. See, I'm writing here. Hope screen is visible. A,
Yes, sir.
B, C, D, E. These are some alphabets. These are some numbers. Okay. Now, if you see here, I'm writing equals to count. Open bracket. I'm selecting all the numbers. Okay. I'm selecting. You can see I'm selecting all the numbers and I close bracket, press enter. What is it? We are getting count as 5. When we are getting it, when we have selected numbers. We have selected numbers here. Now you can see I'm writing count. Getting my point? I'm writing count. This
Yes.
time I'm selecting only text. I'm selecting only text. What is the result I'm getting here? When I'm
0.
selecting text, 0. Now, this is count function. For your clarity, this is count function. Now see here,
Yes.
count A. Count A. Now what does count A? Now you can see equals to count A. I'm selecting only numbers. Enter. I'm getting 5. It's absolutely correct. No problem, sir. Count A, count में फर्क नहीं पता चल रहा है. Now, if you see, if I'm writing count A, and this time I'm selecting text. Okay, getting my point. I'm selecting the text and press enter. What is the result we are getting here? 5. I mean,
5.
except empty, everything will be calculated in the count A. In count, if there is only number, it will be calculating. Okay. Hope I
Okay.
am able to clarify your doubt. See here,
Yes,
one more
yes.
thing. If I'm writing here count and I'm selecting both the datas, alphabets and numerics. So what should be the result according to you if I'm selecting this way?
Um,
What
Not
should be the
sure.
count? No, what should be
Uh,
the count?
5 maybe. Like,
No. Leave about the answer. I mean, generally, how many cells are filled here? A, B,
totally
C, D,
10
E,
basically.
5. Yeah,
Yeah, 10.
we need to get 10 as the answer. But as we have text in the data, whenever we are having text, count function doesn't work. Count function only work when there is a numeric. And count a function works all the time. You can see this time you can see I'm selecting same data but with a change in the formula count a. Now you can see I've written count a and if I click enter I'm getting the result as 10. That is the benefit of using count a function. This is one
Okay.
of kind of data analysis we can do. Count only
Okay.
counts if there is number. Count a except empty cell counts everything. That's what I can say in very easy words.
Okay. Done. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Anyone? I think, Sarah, shall we end the meeting? I mean, no one is asking the doubts.
I mean, if anyone else doesn't have any doubts, we can end the meeting.
People, mic is open for you. I think no one has the doubts. Chalo.
Yeah.
We'll end the meeting then.
Yes.
Then thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining.
See you all tomorrow at the same time, 8 to 10, and the same link as well.